All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. We're gonna talk about um, obviously all the fights that happened last night that I seen. I seen the Povetkin, Dillian Whyte. I seen Shawn Porter, Formella, Sebastian, Fundora defeat Nathaniel Gallimore. Also seen Joe Smith Jr. defeat Eleider, Alvarez. And also we're going to talk about possibly you might be seeing Canelo fight on PBC Showtime versus Avni Yıldırım. So I do appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Best way to donate to the channel is to share the video. But if you want to make a donation, Cash App is CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Super Chat is always open, but I prefer the Cash App or the PayPal. We do appreciate everybody for checking in, and we're going to get the ball rolling. If you would like to come on, and I've had you on or I'm familiar with your work, just hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. All those links in the description, and I'll shoot you a link. But yeah, man, I mean, it was a lot that went on yesterday. I mean, I didn't see none of the Dillian Whyte, Povetkin undercard at all. I was out and about. Francisco, Fax Tellerman, Michael Brown, salute. So I didn't see nothing. That one welterweight guy, I didn't see Katie Taylor. But I seen Dillian Whyte get knocked out, and I started there briefly. But overall, last night it was solid. It felt like a regular boxing weekend. You know what I'm saying? You had some really good fight. One of the better fights of the night outside of the main events was Fundora putting the beat down on Nate Gallimore. I ain't see that ass whooping coming like that. Angel Santos, salute. So you had that fight, and you got talks about Canelo crossing the street for one fight, the fight for the WBC title. So it's a lot going on. Floyd offering to fight Train Wilder, Fury reacting to that. So boxing is what's got it going on right now. You know what I'm saying? But we can start off at Dillian Whyte. I mean, Dillian Whyte actually looked pretty good last night until he got knocked out. He seemed to be more technical. He wasn't as sloppy as he usually be. Seemed like he had added a little bit of technique to his game, and he had Povetkin, kind of off balance with his jab and his body shots, and he looked good. Never said he wasn't no superior body puncher. He is a good body puncher, but Povetkin was looking to set him up with that shot all night. That shot was precision. It was anticipated. He knew Dillian Whyte liked to roll down, and he caught him. But early on, I thought Povetkin had controlled the first round. You could see him trying to set him up for that right hand, and Dillian Whyte was keeping both hands up, and he was trying to land that left hook. He wasn't like crazy left hook trigger happy, but really he was trying to hit them with that right hand. And Dillian Whyte was keeping his hands up, and Dillian Whyte was just rolling or just picking that shot off, with his arms. But as the fight progressed on, Dillian Whyte started to get into a groove. He started to land some really, really good body punches. And I had Povetkin winning the third. I had Whyte winning the second. And the fourth, obviously, Whyte dropped him twice with a short left hook, and then he dropped him again with another punch, however it went. And it was looking like it was over with for Povetkin. Dillian Whyte was putting some good body work in, and Povetkin was breathing hard. Povetkin was really, really breathing hard. I thought it was over with. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much Povetkin turned the tide, and he was able to recover, and he hit motherfucking Dillian Whyte with that uppercut from hell, and Dillian Whyte walked right into that punch. That's why that punch was so effective. Some guys roll a punch to take the steam off of it, and Dillian Whyte, he rolled right into that shot. As he was dipping his chin, that's something Povetkin seen on camera. Povetkin, anticipated him doing that, landed the uppercut, and as soon as he was hit on the chin, he was asleep. When he hit the canvas, he didn't know where he was at. When he got off the canvas, he didn't know where it was at. It really wasn't no shocker. It was shocking the way the fight changed. I thought Povetkin was done. I thought Dillian Whyte was going to go in there, get down on him, and close the show. But Povetkin went out there and said, shit, I'm going to leave it all on the line. If he going to stop me, he going to earn it. And You know, he slept Dillian Whyte. It wasn't no shocker to me. Dillian Whyte ain't shit. I've been telling y'all that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put these weak-ass fighters on the pedestal. It's one thing to put Canelo on the pedestal, Floyd, Roy, Pacquiao. You know, but this dirty bum, he's a bum. I've been saying that, but he has fought absolutely nobody. Nobody. He fought a young AJ, and he fought everybody after that was old or coming off a loss. Lucas Brown had to be 75,000 years old. KD Trey, a foul player. He said Whyte does that non-moving laser offense at least once around. You know, shout out to a foul player. Rob Stanford, salute. You know, Francisco, he says the fight was a shocker. To me, it wasn't a shocker. The result, I knew Povetkin was going to beat that ass. That 52 salute, he ain't shit. I told y'all, man, Dillian Whyte is not shit. The Dillian Whyte parade crew, I don't know what they seen in him. He looked like a short, fat Wilder, bro. He's sloppy. He always off balance. He looked better last night. Seemed to be better on balance. Seemed like, he was more better technically. He was in better shape than the Whyte fight. But he garbage. And it's sad when garbage fighters got fan base. And AJ picked Povetkin to win because AJ already knew Povetkin could punch. You know what I'm saying? You know, he lost like 2 of those rounds, and then obviously he had the big round with in the 4th. But you know what I'm saying? He come on, man. I just let you know Michael Hunter might be some good. Michael Hunter took them same, some of them, he didn't take that uppercut, but he took some of them same shots. You know, and he do all this talking about a title elimination. Man, imagine had he fought Luis Ortiz, what would have happened? And he always on the canvas, always on the canvas. This motherfucker stay on the canvas. Oscar Rivas, Joseph Parker, got stopped by AJ. I mean, what did y'all ever see in this fucking bum? Real talk. He went life and death with Derek Chisora, bro. You know, if he was Deontay Wilder ducking him, why would Deontay Wilder duck that bum who squares up? Why? What was there to duck? And for all them American fanboys that jumped on the Dillian Whyte fanboy bandwagon, y'all terrible. Y'all terrible. Terrible. You gonna go over there and ride with the English Jamaican? He garbage, bro. That's why he didn't want to fight Luis Ortiz. That's why he didn't want to fight Dominique Brazil. General Pendant, KP salute. That's why he didn't want to fight those guys. Wasn't no surprise, dude. Dillian Whyte is sloppy, bro. He ain't got no real skills. Squaring up. He's short too. It ain't like he tall. He can get away with it. Dude, I hope he never fight again. Talking about I got a rematch clause. What the fuck are you talking about a rematch clause? How do we got a rematch clause? For what? Why should Povetkin have to give him a rematch? Nigga, you ain't AJ. You ain't champion. You a paper champion. What happens in the if I'm Povetkin, I wouldn't fight that motherfucking no rematch for what? Cool, I just knocked you the fuck out. And even if we do rematch and you do win, Kevin Brooks salute, you ain't gonna beat nobody worth a damn. You just got put to sleep by a 40-year-old. By a grandpa. You did all that talking about Luis Ortiz being old. And then you get sparked out by a grandpa. Sleep. It wasn't no motherfucking controversy around this fight. He got put to sleep by an old man. An old man. It wasn't no premature stuff. No, you got put to sleep. Put to sleep. Worrying about Wilder. Worrying about Fury. Crying. Ducking Anthony Joshua rematch. Going back and forth with Big Baby Miller. He got put straight to sleep in Eddie Hearn backyard. How poetic. And you got the balls to talk about a rematch. Motherfucker, nobody want to see that again. Dillian Whyte need to go back to the grocery store and bag groceries where his bum ass came from. Terrence Lou, yeah, it was cherry picking going wrong. I told y'all what it was. I told y'all he was going to get beat up. That's the best fighter he had fought. A 40-year-old Povetkin. Joseph Parker ain't got no heart. Lucas Brown, garbage. Derek Chisora, fucking bum. He a Euro bum. That's the best opponent he ever fought. Dillian Whyte is going to, and W said Dillian Whyte is going to have to move to MMA. He reached his ceiling in boxing. Eddie has mentioned MMA for Whyte in the past. Yeah, go to MMA. You was never going to be anything in America. Povetkin in a time where we not drug tested. No, they drug tested. Yeah, they tested for this fight. Yep, they did violence. So that wasn't no excuse neither. He handpicked motherfucker. Imagine if he would have gotten there with Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz would have beat the shit out of Dillian Whyte ass. Andy Ruiz should have took that backyard powwow. That motherfucker got knocked out right in the Slave Master's backyard. That was the highlight of my weekend. Laid out. Oh, burnt English muffin. Oh, burnt English muffin. That motherfucker left that English muffin in the Slave Master's stove a little bit too long. Or left it in the Slave Master's toaster a little bit too long. And you know he a whole gay. He gay. Y'all do know that Dillian Whyte is gay. Dean ain't even his real brother. That's a nigga that's busting his back down. Gangs PP salute. Dillian Whyte gay. You don't never see Dillian Whyte with women. You don't never seen Dillian Whyte with no woman. Motherfucker was standing in the Slave Master's headquarters. He was in the master's back room. Povetkin got $1 billion promo. He can easily buy his way out of that contract. You ain't lying. He got off the plane. They had a little surprise for him and a nice little jacket for him. You ain't, man, come on. He's beats nigga monkey ass, you know. You know American. No American. You're a bum. I show what you do to monkey boy. Okay? Kovalev let American monkey boy beat him. No. Euro monkey boy don't beat Alexander Povetkin. No. Maybe AJ, but no Dillian Whyte. Kobe 2K fan. Yeah, no Dillian Whyte. I take Monkey Boy and I break his back. You know, I let Dean break the rest of his back tonight. You know, I heard funny rooms coming, funny sounds coming from the master bedroom. You know, I thought it was Eddie Hearn getting his groove thing on. I goes to the bathroom and sees Dean Whyte sweaty coming out of Dillian Whyte's room, and I'm like, oh no mook Eurobum beats me. You know Vladimir Putin may take my citizenship. he may take my citizenship. I can't lose to Jamaican gay. No. I took Monkey Boy and I put my foot where the sun don't shine. Matter of fact, I put my foot where Dean's penis goes. He got his back broke 2 times in 24 hours. I saw Dean ask for Povetkin phone number at the end of the fight. Oh man, Povetkin, when Povetkin hit him with that knock, pow! That was like when Debo hit Red, pow! That motherfucking feet went flying up. Eddie Hearn should have put signed Matchroom at the bottom of Dillian Whyte's shoes. Signed with Matchroom. Gates, he said, kills me. Whyte has a rematch clause. He's no champion. He's an interim title holder. Eddie Hearn with the 23rd hour rematch clause. Man, come on, man. If I'm Povetkin, I don't want to fight, Chocolate Thunder no more. Unless it's AJ. Hell no. This nigga terrible, man. I seen Dillian Whyte get put to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Our sweet Caroline. He said, Dillian Debo refused to shake his hand. I knew he would lose. Trying to act all tough. These niggas trying to act. He's garbage. Every fight, he on the canvas, bro. Every fight, this nigga's on the canvas. Wilder should have took his man. Wilder would have did him worse than motherfucking Dominic Brazil and Bermane Stiverne. They would have been picking his arms and shoulders and legs and quads off the ground, trying to put them back together. Wilder just got some of the worst business advice in boxing, bro. Al Haymon just bad at boxing business. I would have happily went over there and took Dillian Whyte fade right off his head. It's the same punch that put him down every time. He's a bum. He always on the canvas, bro. Birkin boy. That motherfucker always on the canvas. And y'all motherfuckers, who picked Dillian Whyte to win? Who was out here pumping that bullshit, man? I can see Hatman now. Dillian Whyte loses. I mean, I can see him now putting a 30-minute video fucking crying. I'm trying to hear that shit. LA 12 salute. I can hear them UK people. I'm still riding with Dillian Whyte until the wheels fall off. Bitch, the wheels is off. The wheels is off. It's over with for Dillian Whyte. 32 years old, talking about I can come back. Yeah, right. You got traumatized. You got traumatized in the slave master's backyard. All we need to see if Eddie Hearn break out the whip. You got traumatized in the slave master's backyard. Eddie Hearn probably had this shit at the door right now. Get out! Get out! No! Eddie, I'm on my way to the hospital. Get out now! Get your shit out the slave master's headquarters and get out now. Povetkin knocked the wheels off already. Man, yeah, Easy Baby 1988. Louise Wilder Fury with man, we a few of us in here could have gave. Dillian Whyte is a bum. Dillian Whyte is a bum. Ain't no two ways around it. He said, CJ said, shout out to Dillian Whyte for some much needed sleep. You ain't lying, bro. That motherfucker is a bum. People are like, well, why do you hate on Dillian Whyte so much? Well, hey, if you don't know why, I just can't explain it to you no more. Povetkin was like, white power, bow! Dillian Whyte was asleep. Damn! Motherfucker got up. I already did an interview with something in Eddie Hearn's garden or some shit. I can see it now. I didn't really get knocked out. You know, Eddie called my name from the crowd, and I'm like, Eddie, what? And I got hit. Man, get out of here, man. He's a bum. Who's a bigger bum, Whyte or Rolly? Rolly robbed the motherfucker. Alexander Povetkin said, oh, no, monkey boy and slave Eddie not going to rob Povetkin. No. I handle my business. You know, I handle my business. White power was in full effect yesterday. Shit, Povetkin, Joe Smith Jr., shit. Man, white boys was kicking ass and taking names yesterday. Shit, if Formella could have pulled it off, man. Whew. Man, that was a scandalous knockout, man. Everybody in the universe, Bob Barron was popping off of his shit, talking about the London Bridge is falling out. Puev knock out AJ, man. I'd be shocked. I doubt it. Puev's so garbage. That nigga struggled with Big Baby Miller leftovers. The English Muffins was crying too. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. The London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. AJ go down. Woof. If AJ lose to Puev and Wilder, knock out motherfucking Fury or beat up Fury, everything going back right. That's how we know in 2021 we right back on track. Dillian Whyte didn't deserve to be up. Man, the boys would have knocked Dillian Whyte out, bro. The boys would have knocked out Dillian. It's a few heavyweights that beat Dillian Whyte, bro. I don't see why people rated him so good as. I don't know. I mean, it's a few dudes. There's some cruiserweights that'll beat him. Give me Dr. Toast. I don't know about Gaston. Yeah, that motherfucker grade A bum. He lost and didn't want to fight no more. He said Big Baby banned from boxing and didn't Top Rank release him. So what? Dillian Whyte should be banned too. Shit. He popped twice. He supposed to be on a 7-year ban. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Motherfuckers always trying to make an example of the black man. Luis Nery, Carlos Quadres, all them motherfuckers been popped or refused to take a drug test. You know, then I'm gonna tell you how scandalous boxing is. I'm gonna tell you how scandalous boxing is. They try to make an example out of the black man when it comes to some shit like this, but when it comes to the Mexicans and shit, they legally let them cheat. Talking about, oh, we gotta raise the threshold of the computer all. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Joe Joyce beating him. Man, the boys go, I don't know, I like them both. The boy's good. Just need a couple more years to train. Couple more years. He good. He'll be world champion. Hell yeah, they always trying to make us the face of that bad shit. Oh, and when it's Canelo, it's time to move on and forget. When it's Quadres, it's time to move on and forget. When it's Luis Nery, it's time to move on and forget. Morales popped hot a couple times too. You don't never see that tarnish them motherfuckers' legacy. But you talk about Roy Jones. Oh, Roy Jones did this and did that. And all the motherfuckers down there doing being dirty. All of them. I'm trying to hear that. You don't never hear that shit about Povetkin. You still hear people saying Deontay Wilder ducked him. How I duck somebody, I come to this country to fight him. And before I leave Nottingham, this nigga done popped hot. I'm the champion going to somebody else's country. That shit just don't make no sense, bro. You just got to watch out for the double standards in boxing. And that's just what it is. He said, nah, Joe Joyce beating Whyte. Man, shit, probably would beat Whyte. Storm B, salute. Joyce too slow for my liking to beat those top. He'll beat shit out of Dillian Whyte, schoolboy leg. Hell yeah, he beat Dillian Whyte probably. I won't put it past him. George Foreman wasn't fast at all. There's a lot of heavyweights that weren't fast. Ain't none of these heavyweights like grade A. Ain't none of these motherfuckers Muhammad Ali. If you put Shavers or Ken Norton in this era or David Tuitt, man, y'all be calling them niggas the GOAT. Y'all be calling David Tuitt the GOAT. Ken Norton, shit, even probably throw Oliver Carr, Michael Moore, Michael the Jeek Spinks. Man, motherfuckers be called the GOAT. Y'all be talking about, no, he's man, shit. Put a young Povetkin in this. Put a young Povetkin in this era. Shit, Povetkin probably be unified champion. He might be undisputed. What do you think about Jared Anderson? I like him. He a ways away. What's his name? Demarni Rock out of Philadelphia. Rock Nation just released him too. I'm still weak. Whyte talk so much. Oh, he garbage, bro. Like, you can't be no bum talking all that shit. Anybody y'all deem credible that was pumping up Dillian Whyte, you need to unsubscribe and stop listening to them. Unless Eddie Hearn was writing him a check. Well, nut man, it's 1,000 better boxers than Dillian Whyte out there in all these divisions. You could have followed 1,000 of them. Better Biab, Bivol, shit, Gilberto Ramirez. Man, out there, Alvarez was a better fighter than Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte never had a victory over motherfucking opponent like Sergey Kovalev, bro. It's 1,000 credible boxers out there that's better than Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte ain't even a top 100 boxer, bro. Dillian Whyte is not. Dillian Whyte is a glorified journeyman. That's it. Dillian Whyte. When I seen Dillian Whyte getting beat up by Lawrence O'Callaghan in the gym, I said he's a bum. Yeah, Joe Smith Jr. last night was way better than Dillian Whyte. He did all that crying, all that pot, and it wasn't focused on Povetkin. I don't know why he picked Povetkin as a voluntary. That was a bad move. Out of all the different heavyweights you could have picked to secure your motherfucking mandatory, this nigga picked Povetkin. Let me tell you who he could have picked. He could have picked Trevor Bryan. I'm just go to WBC. Well, he wasn't beating none of them niggas, but he could have picked Michael. Man, it really wasn't no easy way to go. He could have picked Charles Martin. Hey, listen to the top 10 in the WBC, dog. Deontay Wilder, he not beating him. Alexander Usyk, that bum, he ain't beating him. Ortiz, he ain't beating him. Ruiz, he ain't beat him. Oscar Rivas, he already beat him, but we established he cheated. Joseph Parker, he already beat him, so he couldn't. They probably weren't gonna sanction that. Daniel Dubois, he ain't gonna beat him. Felipe Hargovich, he ain't beating him. Alexander Povetkin, he got beat by him. Michael Hunter, he ain't beating him. Joe Joyce, he ain't beating him. Derek Chisora, they already did it. Charles Martin, FN Jabwe, and another dude I can't pronounce. He wasn't whooping on none of them niggas' asses. Maybe a couple of them he already beat. Whyte thought Povetkin was done because of his age. Man, I seen he wasn't done. When he fought Michael Hunter, he gave Michael Hunter everything he wanted and some. You know what I'm saying? Everybody he beats put some on the canvas. Yeah, man, Michael Charles Martin would have knocked White. Is that Charles? Even one of the dudes he posed to beat, so like 813. Man, Charles Martin probably would have walked the earth like a guy at Eddie Hearn backyard. That shit crazy, man. Yeah, Hargovich good. He good. He definitely beat on Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte a bum, man. Let's not even get his bum no more shine, bro. So where we at now? I'm a little sleepy, man. Let me see. Give me a minute. I want to stay on cold on this one. Let's talk about Joe Smith Jr. and Eleider Alvarez. All right. I was shocked. Joe Smith Jr. put an ass whooping on Alvarez. I was for sure Alvarez was gonna go out there. And Paul George, Dr. Blick, you want to come on? Let me know. I'll send you a link. When I was watching Joe Smith Jr. last night. He looked better than I ever seen him before. Physically, he looked strong. He had good stamina. He had good pace. Man, hey, look, man. Did they do drug testing for that fight? Real talk. Did they do drug testing for Eleider Alvarez and Joe Smith Jr. last night? Because I ain't never seen Joe Smith Jr. look that strong, that technical better, and had that type of stamina. Joe Smith Jr. was out there, he was walking the earth like a god last night. I seen Alvarez look a lot better, but I guess Joe Smith Jr. hit him with something that fucked his whole game plan up. And he hit him with that right hand. His left hook was going. He had a good jab going. He had a good overhand right going. He had a good straight right going. You know what I'm saying? Man, that motherfucking Joe Smith Jr., I ain't never seen him look like that. Yeah, he looked faster, crisp. Man, I don't know, man. They had to test his ass. If they ain't do no testing, man, I believe he was on some shit last night. Allegedly. That's just my opinion. Because I ain't never seen that motherfucker look that good. That motherfucker, I'm sending now in the chat, Dr. Blake, hold on. I ain't never seen Cuz look that good. Give me 1 minute. Because Alvarez's nose was busted the whole fight, and he survived. But you seen that Joe Smith Jr. got him in trouble a couple times, and Alvarez just survived. He said Joe eating better, man. I don't know what the fuck he was on last night. Whatever he did, he need to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the best I've ever seen Joe Smith Jr. look. It's hard to look good when you beating up on Jesse Hart. Jesse Hart running around the ring like a head with chicken come off. Joe Smith gets disrespected. He's a good fighter. I mean, every fighter other than Dillian Whyte, every fighter that's on that level is good. Every fighter that's on that level is good. If you fight in the WBO World Title Eliminator, you good. If you in the top 10, top 15, you a good fighter. You know, I thought Alvarez was the superior fighter, but I knew it was a chance that Alvarez can get old overnight. You know what I'm saying? No, he's small. B-Hop was 80 years old. I ain't trying to hear that. B-Hop was 80 years old, and Kovalev already put them hands, feet, and elbows on that motherfucker. Kovalev softened him up. I have to go look at Joe Smith's resume. Can you call a record? I mean, he got some people on his resume. Somebody broke his jaw. I forget who that was. I think somebody broke his jaw and fractured his jaw or some shit. I mean, but he 26-3, been stopped once. He got stopped by some dude named Eddie Kimhiro, some dude that wasn't that good. But he ain't beat nobody I really know. He beat Fundora. He stopped him. He stopped B-Hop. He lost to Sullivan Barrera. He lost to Dimitri Bivol, unanimous decision. He beat Jesse Hart and Eleider Alvarez. Yeah, I think Barrera broke his jaw. I don't hear Dr. Blick at. So hold on. I keep with my ears open on my headphones and the dogs. See if they're barking. What's going on, Dr. Blick?
Oh, nothing much. That was a great game.
Fuck that game. What about your boy Dillian Whyte, your cousin?
Oh, ain't my cousin, man. I was so happy when he got knocked out.
What? That's your boy.
Nah, everyone else was. Junaid's getting a rematch.
Man, man,
he has a clause. He has a rematch clause
for a non-title fight.
Yep.
He ain't gonna take that rematch. He knocked out. Remember,
he already said he's taking a rematch.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker ain't even been evaluated yet.
He said he's taking. He said he has virtually nothing to improve. He just needs to stay more focused.
He needs to improve his stamina.
I'm not surprised. Dillian Whyte gets dropped in every fight he's in.
That shit was. I don't understand why Wilder didn't put his power out a long time ago.
Yeah, Wilder apparently.
Man, Wilder be weak as hell with he be weak as hell with his little comebacks and shit, bro. He ain't got no personality, nigga. I done talk some cash shit soon as Dillian Whyte got knocked out. This nigga put something in Russia, eye for eye. I'm not trying to hear that corny ass shit, nigga. Talk your shit. Motherfucker speaking in Russian and shit.
Povetkin. They were happy when Povetkin knocked that dude out.
That motherfucker, that nigga Dillian Whyte, he was out as soon as the glove touched his chin.
Yeah.
You see the Joseph Dream fight?
Nah, I didn't see that fight. I heard his fight. He surprised a lot of people, and apparently Shawn Porter did terrible.
We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, that motherfucking Joseph Jr. He surprised me last night. He looked like a top 5 or 6 fighter last night. Yeah. He knocked Alvarez out the ropes, out the ring.
Again?
I was B-Hop the first time. Yeah, he knocked him out the ring. Low key, Alvarez got up though, but Tony Weeks was on some hoe ass shit. Nobody was ready for that conversation. I don't know if they did drug test for that fight, bro. That motherfucker looked like he didn't get tired. He looked strong. Like even without the dope, even if he wasn't on dope, that motherfucker had a jab. He had a left hook. He had a right hand. He had a body work. Man, that motherfucker like a complete fighter last night.
Well, how old is he?
Justin Jr. got to be what, 33? 30 years. He only 30 years old. He'd be 31 September 20th.
That's calm. This division, other than Batavia, he can probably get a world title.
Yeah, he lost to Bivol. That was a title eliminator last night. Remember, it was supposed to be Gilberto Ramirez versus Eleider Alvarez, but Ramirez ducked Alvarez and he bought himself out the top rank contract.
But who got the WBO? Canelo still dropped it.
Yeah, it's vacant, so they got 2 title eliminators. Some other foreign motherfuckers fighting. Joseph Jr. should be the world champion, though. You know what I'm saying? It was another joker that got some Middle Eastern dude got knocked out on that card last night too. Cold. That motherfucker was wobbling to his corner and all that.
Yeah. Wait, why isn't Yard in the conversation for the WBO? Because you see people like Luke Campbell losing and then getting conversation to fight for world
Man,
title.
only reason Anthony Yarde stepped up and took that Kovalev fight because the money was good. Anthony Yarde ain't gonna never step up. Anthony Yarde ain't gonna never. That's gonna be, man. Next time you see Anthony Yarde step up, it's gonna be 2023. Want to bet money on it?
Damn, he's already 29 now.
That motherfucker gonna be 2 by the time he step up. They've been babying him. They cashed him out versus Kovalev. He kind of good though. You know, I don't understand why they doing it like that, but I mean, pretty much, Billy Joe Saunders was doing the same thing under Frank Warren. He won't fight nobody. He beat up your man Chris Eubanks Jr. That's it. What else does Billy Joe Saunders do?
No, nothing. But what about what's his name? Frank Warren is the same person controlling Dubois.
Yep. At least he put him in there with Joe Joyce. He put him in there with Nathan Gorman. He might believe more. He might believe in him. I don't think he believed in Billy Joe.
He put him in there with Wilder.
Yeah, he believed in him. He is best fighter other than Tyson Fury. Yeah.
What's it? Bob Aaron laughing at Dillian Whyte too. So is Andy Ruiz.
Derek Chisora said some shit too. I didn't see what he said though.
Yeah. David Hayes said, "Why did Dillian Whyte try and look like a crack boxer when that's not even his style?"
He looked pretty good last night though.
Yeah, he did. I had him winning the fight. He dropped the dude multiple times.
Yeah, he looked pretty technical. Like that's the most technical you're gonna see Dillian Whyte.
You're gonna go back to being sloppy Whyte soon.
I mean, he was undefeated when he was sloppy Whyte.
Yeah, and then he got knocked out by AJ. He knocked out twice, but both by uppercuts.
I think he had hurt his shoulder versus AJ though. Wasn't that true?
Yeah, he did.
And he was in there taking some punishment from AJ.
After the ball.
He took some punishment from AJ.
What'd you say?
He took some punishment from AJ. He was able to argue with the ref. Povetkin, he couldn't argue with the ref. That motherfucker was asleep. That motherfucker, Eddie Hearn should have put a logo on the bottom of his shoes. Somebody, Mark said, how was Porter and Formella an IBF eliminator? I thought Lippius and Qdoba top ranked dude was for. No, Lippius and Qdoba dude is for an interim title. They're not for a title, that's an interim title. So, yeah. They fighting for an interim title, so that's the difference. But yeah, we can talk about that. I mean, did you see the Fundora and Nathan Gallimore fight?
I think I saw bits of it. To be honest, I haven't been watching that much boxing since the pandemic.
Yeah, because, he's a 6'5" junior middleweight. That Samson Tulowitzki fighter.
Oh.
Samson is the one that discovered Pacquiao and brought him to America.
That must be skinny as hell. 6'5".
Hell yeah. But he broke down Gallimore. He's the first person to stop Gallimore out of Rosario, out of Teixeira, J-Rock. I mean, and Tony Harrison was supposed to be in there fighting Gallimore last night, I heard. That was something they was talking about, but this 6'5" dude beat the shit out of Gallimore ass. Then he hurt his ankle. He left out on the stretcher. This dude was, man, Sebastian Fundora, man, that's a strong, wiry motherfucker. He beat Gallimore. He just beat him up the whole time. He just beat his ass. Gallimore trying to land his shot. He was picking off that shot. He beat, man. Go back and watch. It was the best fight of that card.
Wait, is he with PBC?
Yeah, you know he is.
Well,
he's like 22 years old.
He's what? He's 20.
Like 22. 6'6", 6'5" and a half. I thought Gallimore was gonna beat him.
Light heavyweight.
Man, dude, he was in there putting the beast by Dre. But did you see the Shawn Porter fight?
Yeah, I saw the highlights. It looked pretty scrappy.
Garbage. Shawn Porter fucking sucked, dog. I'm just gonna be the one that say it.
I figured out Shawn Porter. I think he fights at level of his competition.
Man, that motherfucker, this nigga jumping off his feet, punching. He don't never set his feet to punch. I seen him set his feet to punch one time, and he threw a left hook to the body.
According to Keith Thurman, Shawn Porter was knocking people out in the amateurs. He said it don't want to happen, and these were bigger people than the ones he's fighting now.
I don't know what happened. You know, they say his daddy get 57% of his purse.
He said for some reason he went for volume. Yeah.
They said his daddy get 57% of his purse.
57%.
57% of his purse.
I ain't getting scammed by his own dad. Crazy.
Ain't that right? And then his other brother, Kenny Porter Jr., Kenny got him in a contract where he can't even fight. He shelved him.
Man, is this his dad or like a promoter?
That ain't your dad. And then they had Canelo hats in the corner. His whole team had Canelo hats on.
Man.
And I ain't gonna say who he was crying to, but he was crying to a YouTuber about how his dad take advantage of him and he was miserable and this, that, and the third. And you know, he ain't happy. 57%. And that motherfucker Kenny Porter couldn't teach a cockroach how to be a cockroach. 57%. Damn. That nigga giving his son allowance. But he fought Formella last night. If Formella could punch, he'd have knocked Shawn Porter out last night. He was catching Shawn Porter. He had Shawn Porter eyes puffy. He was catching Shawn Porter coming in with his wide shot. You put Shawn Porter in there with a proficient boxer, then you're gonna knock Shawn Porter out, bro. Anybody that know how to stick and move and know how to control distance, he's gonna knock Shawn Porter out. This dude Formella was catching him.
What about Errol Spence?
He can't box like that. He ain't got that skill set. Nope, he ain't got that skill set. If he did, he'd have knocked Shawn Porter the fuck out. It wouldn't have took till the 11th round to drop him. You put him in there with a Bud, a Josh Taylor, somebody like that know how to stick and move. Yeah, you put him in there with them two dudes, they can't put him to sleep.
Because I was gonna say Errol can punch decentish.
He can't box. He don't have that skill set where he can keep somebody. He can see the opening and he gonna take advantage of it. He good at being aggressive. And you notice when Shawn was on the outside moving, he couldn't hit Shawn. You know what I'm saying? As soon as Shawn stood in front of him, was on the ropes, then he started working. Errol Spence he couldn't control Shawn with his jab, so he couldn't hit Shawn until Shawn was stationary. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's because Shawn's foot movement.
Yeah,
because he was able to spin Errol onto the ropes easy. He would turn him over.
Yeah, he couldn't hit him with that jab. That's the problem. Errol Spence he can't do what Floyd and what Terrence and Josh Taylor can do. He can't do that shit.
But he's not gonna. Weird. He said, I was gonna say Shawn's a weird fighter, man. He'll look good 1 minute, the next minute he'll look trash, and then he'll look good again, and he look trash.
Man, Kell Brook was picking him apart, bro. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is what Kell Brook did. That's it. But these niggas don't like to throw straight punches like Keith Thurman.
Even Formella struggled against Shawn.
Yeah, that motherfucker, because Keith Thurman didn't want to throw straight punches. That's why he lost to Manny Pacquiao. Keith Thurman could have easily probably beat Shawn Porter if he would have moved, used his jab, and used his straight right hand. Keith Thurman want to go hook for hook. He said Josh Taylor ain't knocking on. He'll knock Shawn Porter the fuck out. Let him get a couple fights at 147. Josh Taylor knocked Shawn Porter the fuck out the way he fought last night.
You don't understand. Josh Taylor ain't that small.
Oh, yeah, he knocked the fuck out of Shawn Porter out. That Shawn Porter last night, go watch that fight, man. That white boy had his eyes puffy. You can't get that motherfucker out there. I don't know what to say.
And people forget that what's his name got height. Josh Taylor got height compared to with other people in the.
He said if he ain't got to hold no motherfucking Shawn Porter. He ain't got to hold no Shawn Porter. He ain't gonna hold that motherfucker. He gonna beat his ass for. Oh my god, y'all wasn't watching the same fight I was watching, bro. Y'all wasn't watching the same fight I was watching last night, dog. This nigga Shawn Porter don't even know how to throw a power punch, bro. Until like the 9th round, dude. He finally set his foot and threw a good left hook to the body. Hold on. Kell Brook ain't on Crawford level, but he beat Shawn Porter. Ugas not on Crawford level, but to a lot of people, he beat Shawn Porter, right, Dr. Blick?
Yeah.
Julio Diaz is not on Terrence Crawford level, but Shawn Porter got a gift draw.
Didn't he beat him in the rematch?
Yeah, he beat him in the rematch, but Keith Thurman stopped him, retired him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lightweight. Julio Diaz was a career lightweight.
But the problem with Shawn Porter, because like you said, he don't set his feet, you're always gonna kind of be there. You're not really gonna get knocked out or anything. And you're gonna be more open to taking risks when it comes to taking these shots.
Oh, let me read this down.
Because Shawn Porter doesn't have respectable power.
It's not that Shawn Porter got power. He just don't know how to use. He don't know how to generate power. He said Shawn was throwing some good shots from the outside last night, but then he rushed in and smothered his work. Great body work, but when he punched to the head on the inside, he smothered his shots. He don't know how to set his feet, bro. Even on the outside, bro. He supposed to be generating more power than that. Look, go back and just watch his feet in that fight. Me and Adonis was watching that fight last night. I was on the phone with him. Just look at his feet and don't look at nothing else. Shawn Porter jumped and threw a punch last night, bro. This motherfucking feet always moving. He never set his feet and dig and throw a punch. I didn't watch the whole fight because I was clicking back and forth because that was some boring ass shit last night. But the first time I seen him sit on his shot is when he threw a left hook to Formella body. He did it one time. Go back and watch that fight and watch Shawn Porter feet. He never set the throw. Never. He never sit down. He never sit down and punch through the target. That's why Shawn Porter got the legs, the back, the core, he just don't he got a shitty ass coach.
His dad
can't coach. That's the worst 57% he ever gonna pay somebody. All Shawn Porter's feet do is stay in motion like a running back.
Because he is. Was he one?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was in high school, but his feet always chopping like it's one of them bag drills where you jumping over the bag in football and then I forget the name of that drill. Like I said before, he can throw power. You put Mike Tyson in camp with Shawn Porter, Gervonta Tank Davis, he turned them into killers.
It was so funny, yeah. Shawn Porter comes across a guy that will be a good listener to whoever's training him.
Man, he get with Mike Tyson, it'd be over with, bro. I don't think none of these welterweights would be able to fade him with Mike, bro. You put him with Mike Tyson in the beginning of his professional career, when none of these niggas be able to fade Shawn Porter, bro. Shawn Porter will legitimately be running through everybody. Real talk. With his athletic ability,
he would have moved up in weight.
Huh?
He would have moved up in weight. He would have been more comfortable to do so.
Man, that motherfucker would have been ran through welterweight. It wouldn't even been no Bud and Porter conversation. He'd have ran through that division, ran through 54, and probably be at 60 right now trying to compete. With his height and the ability how Mike Tyson had him hiding his punches, man, Shawn Porter would be like, shit. Shawn Porter be undefeated, bro. Shawn Porter be undefeated, dog. When nobody faced Shawn Porter. You just watch his legs last night, bro. And just go back and just watch the fight. And when they put it on YouTube, slow it down. All you got to do is just watch his feet. And they never set, and he never digs to throw a punch. Then watch how he run in with his head up. And he throwing, his chin not really up, but he throwing in with these wide overhand lefts and rights. And Formella just tagging him with short right hooks and left hooks. That's why his eyes was puffy. That opponent ain't supposed to do. I'm telling you, put him in there with a Josh Taylor, a Terrence Crawford, somebody that got length and reach and some height, they gonna knock him the fuck out. That Shawn Porter last night get knocked out. That Shawn Porter, even if he fight up and down to his competition, he can move all day on them motherfuckers. Taylor and Bud got good feet. They gotta knock his ass out. He fight like that. Anybody else in the division? I mean,
to be fair, if you look at the top welterweights, they don't. Shawn's pretty much for all of them.
Pacquiao probably stop Shawn, or he gonna have some success.
Yeah, but if he don't get Shawn out there, Shawn probably win a split decision because he ain't gonna get tired. Man. Pacquiao's gonna get tired.
Nah, Pacquiao gonna thump that nigga. Watch what I'm telling you. He not gonna.
Pacquiao don't go for knockouts no more.
Man, he gonna get this one. Go back and watch that fight, Dr. Blick. He opened up with that wild hook. Remember Keith Thurman opened up with that hook? And Pacquiao caught his ass off balance and dropped him. Yep. He coming that motherfucking shit with that shit he did last night. He going to sleep. To sleep. I'm telling you. Pacquiao putting him to sleep. If he come in there with that, he going to sleep. He gonna be on the midnight train to Georgia, nigga. I promise you. Anybody that sit and watch that fight, and maybe because Shawn didn't have great sparring, maybe because Shawn didn't have the amenities of a gym or whatever it may be, but that Shawn Porter last night, you put him in there with anybody got some height, some reach, and ability to box on the outside, they're going to smoke Shawn Porter. His daddy is going to be picking his 57% son off the fucking canvas.
The 57% son.
He going to be picking him off the canvas, dog. If I seen that, I'll be begging Al to fight Shawn Porter after last night. Shawn Porter just ain't ran into the right one.
What about Shawn Porter versus Virgil Ortiz? Or Ennis?
I don't know about Ennis. Ortiz. I don't know. I mean, I think Ortiz can take him out.
He's already calling for Keith Thurman.
I think he can beat Shawn Porter. Yeah, I take Virgil Ortiz over Shawn.
Really?
Porter. I said it.
You said he's just the Errol Spence.
I said it. I take Virgil Ortiz over Shawn Porter. The nigga I seen last night.
Yeah, you said he's just the Errol Spence clone.
Didn't Errol Spence beat that ass?
Yeah, no, barely.
Yeah, I take Virgil Ortiz, bro. I'm gonna take Virgil Ortiz in that one, bro. Shawn Porter, man, I'm telling you, dog. Shawn Porter ain't that good, bro. He ain't that good, though. I take Virgil Ortiz, bro. Yep, I take Virgil Ortiz.
You gonna do better than Errol?
Huh?
You think he's gonna beat him better than Errol did?
Well, shit, Earl beat him first. So you know what I'm saying? Maybe
the knockdown. What's it to a lot of people?
And that's
winning the fight. Some people had it a draw.
Okay, with the knockdown. And that kind of just goes to show you, had Errol Spence had the ability to box from the outside and pick him off coming on the inside, Errol Spence should have knocked him out, bro.
But does Virgil Ortiz have the ability to box on the outside like that?
Virgil Ortiz ain't no Errol Spence completely. Ortiz seemed like he more willing to close the gap. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's just the youth in him. Ortiz like he more willing to close that gap and walk him down. You know what I'm saying? So I just ain't that high on Shawn, bro. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's Jamaica. Say I just got off. He said I got off 57%. Haha, man, I wish I was here for Dillian Whyte conversation. Did you hit them with that? He got breathe, stress, shake, let it go. No, I didn't, bro. But yeah, Shawn Porter ain't
showing him encouragement. Dillian Whyte.
You said what?
Everyone's in the UK showing Dillian Whyte encouragement.
Give him some encouragement. Everybody love a lovable bum. Jamaican don't claim Dillian Whyte is no Jamaican, bro. He ain't no Julian Jackson. He ain't even no motherfucking what's his son name? That almost be Charlo, John Jackson. AB dropped Porter. Reggie Sick. Yeah, he did. 704 Joe salute. Yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta go watch that fight last night with Shawn Porter, man. Shawn Porter was sorry as fuck last night, bro. Errol Spence got to be shaking his head watching that fight. Real talk. That white boy was touching Porter up. He just didn't know how to punch. Do you know what Bud Crawford would do to Shawn Porter, dog? He might stall that nigga out because they friends. He might stall him out. But I'm telling you,
I don't think they're ever gonna fight. I don't think Shawn Porter and Crawford are ever gonna fight.
He shouldn't. He shouldn't, man. Last night, man, Motherfucker, that's his third. That's his second. His 2 out of 3 sorry ass performances. Ugas and now that Sebastian Formella. Had he been in there with anybody half decent with punching power, he was going to sleep. He was going to sleep. He was going to take that long, deep sleep. What will Bud do to Shawn Porter? We will be able to. Man, ain't no point in fighting Shawn Porter, man. Shawn Porter ain't even worth fighting, dog. He don't bring nothing to the table. No technique, no footwork, no punching power. Just a great athlete with a sorry-ass trainer. He putting that bitch right to sleep. And I'll double down with Josh Taylor putting him to sleep, too. Long as he beat Jose Ramirez. Huh?
What about Regis or
he ain't got that. He ain't got that skill set, bro.
Whyte Hooker.
He got the height, but I don't think he got the skill, bro. Shawn Porter been the buzzsaw Hooker ass. Damn, man. Shawn Porter is right to be knocked out, bro. I'm telling you, it's the right time. It's time. It's time. I'm telling you, bro. You put him in there with the right motherfucker, man. Keith Thurman's just a sorry bitch, dog. Keith Thurman's supposed to knock his ass out, too.
Damn.
Keith Thurman don't understand how to throw straight punches, man. Them niggas at PBC, man. In this whole division, it ain't that many good boxer punchers, bro. Mm-hmm. Errol Spence is a powerhouse. Keith Thurman is a powerhouse that's trying to mask as a boxer puncher, but he a powerhouse. He ain't got no boxing skills for real like that. And he don't use them. All Keith Thurman do is come out there, establish fear, hit you with a few good shots, and then he just running. Now the difference between running and boxing is a little bit different. Boxing is moving to make a boxing move. You moving to put a person in position, to compromise them and take advantage of it. Running is just you trying to get away from harm and reset and establish yourself. Keith Thurman be running, bro. Keith Thurman ain't moving around and picking motherfuckers apart like that. Keith Thurman come out there, he'll hit you with some shit early on, and then he'll get up on points, and then he'll get the run. He'll try to steal a round or two down the back end, and he'll run. That's it. That's all he gonna do. I'm telling you the truth. That's Keith Thurman game. That's his game. That's it. Lipius versus Porter, man. Porter should win that fight. Lipius ain't got no footwork, bro. Had Lipius had footwork and foot placement, he wasn't no kickboxer. He got the same footwork that Dillian Whyte got. Had he had footwork, man, Lipius would be a bad motherfucker, but he ain't got no feet.
He would have lost to Mikey.
And the reason he lost to Mikey because he ain't got no feet. If he had feet, Lipius would be a more devastating puncher. He said an analyst last night called Formella a boxer mover. That's what he was, and that's how you gonna beat Shawn Porter. That's how you gonna beat Shawn Porter, keeping that stick on his ass and using. And Shawn Porter gonna walk right into a motherfucker who box like Bud, who can keep you at the end of his shots and see the opening. Bud gonna beat the shit out of. He can stop Shawn Porter if the friendship don't get in the way.
Shawn don't move his head enough.
No, he jumps in with his head out and with overhand lefts and right. That's how I know Errol Spence ain't no truth. Errol Spence is supposed to knock his ass out. That's all he had to do is keep that jab right on his ass. When Shawn Porter opened up, hold his position, and punch with Shawn Porter, he would have knocked Shawn Porter out, especially him being a southpaw. The straight left right on the jaw. Bink, should have knocked his ass out, bro. Should have knocked him out. He should have knocked him clean the fuck out. That's how you know he ain't, man, please, man. That motherfucker Earl would be smart to go get Floyd, bro. He definitely be smart.
Same with Derek James.
Derek James trained the same style, bro.
Yeah.
All his fighters fight the same. You said what?
Never rated him as a trainer.
Yeah, all his fighters fight the same way. That's why Rob Brandt left. I'm telling you, man, you put a motherfucker that can. You put Tony Harris in there with Shawn Porter, he'd do it. That type of fighter, man, that can keep you at the end of their shots. Kovalev, Tony Harrison, guys like that, man. Erickson Lubin a little bit. Erickson Lubin probably stopped Shawn Porter too. I wouldn't move up neither. He said Shawn Porter could take, man. The shots that I seen last night and the openings that was there, he can't take them shots from no guy that know what they doing. Not all night, man. Shawn Porter gets stopped. He just ain't ran into the right one. He ain't ran into that fighter yet. PBC don't have that fighter on the but Manny Pacquiao. Shawn Porter load up versus Pacquiao. Pacquiao gone. Bink, 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 bink. Bink, 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 bink. He said, JW Fight TV said, Derrick James said, no head movement. It's a waste of time just to film with your jab. That's his philosophy. He said that. No, he said something like that. I don't know if he said that exact quote. We can't put that on him. He said if Terrence Crawford could get Porter out of there, he the best welterweight. It ain't even that hard, bro. That's how you know, man. Trinidad will knock Shawn Porter the fuck out, dog. Man. I know Nate Campbell was saying on Lion Killer shit last week that some motherfuckers was just born in the wrong era.
Yeah.
Man, right now motherfuckers be calling motherfucking Rafael Benitez the greatest welterweight of all time, bro.
Yep.
I don't want to be no damn boxing coach. Nope, can't do it. I coach basketball and football, not boxing. Got time to chase
you don't want to coach your AB?
Nope.
Imagine being in a corner for him, man.
I got it, man. All right. I'm gonna walk him down. Let your hands go, AB. Let your hands go. Okay. I let my hands go. Right. Fuck him. Poor dog that always in the background in interviews, bro. He don't like his dad neither. That's why Kenny Porter Jr. beat up Kenny Porter ass. Kenny Porter said, okay, you'll never fight again. CJ called Shawn daddy.
Don King.
Huh?
Don King for his own kids.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's different if he putting like 30% up for Shawn. That's different. Now, if that's a story where he getting 57%, but he putting 30% up for Shawn so Shawn can retire or something, then I get it. That's a whole different ball game. Now, if that's what he's doing, I apologize. But if he taking 57%, you know him and Shawn live in the same community as Floyd Mayweather. Kenny got his own house and Shawn got his own house over there.
Yeah.
He said, no, Derrick James said boxing evolved. All the dipping and dodging is a waste of energy. Oh, all right, if he did say that, I mean, that's his philosophy.
No, I was going to say, he does know that you can rest in your defense. Defense can be used as a form of rest and recovery if you know how to defend the right way. Because when you're making your opponents miss, you're already taking away their energy. Because people don't understand it takes, like, when you miss shots, it actually takes up a lot of energy to miss shots. That's why Wilder got tired so quickly against Fury. He was missing. Doing all that shot on his shots.
His ass was loading up, too. He said,
yeah,
keep
and
a shot. Keep him.
Well.
He said, keep him Buds with 50. Man, no 50-50 fight, man. Keith Thurman done. Keith Thurman ain't really been good. Ever since Luis Collazo hurt him, Keith Thurman ain't really been good, bro. Remember he fought Diego Chavez? That was a good Keith Thurman.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since Collazo hit him with that body shot, he ain't been the same, bro.
I don't think Keith Thurman is hungry no more anyways.
No, he ain't hungry no more, bro. Floyd would have picked his ass apart too. He load up too much. Floyd would have picked him clean apart. But
he's a front runner. Anyways.
Yeah, he's a front runner. And when Pacquiao dropped him, that turned the tide. So he had to fight. He was out his game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Keith don't want no damn Crawford. That's a good ass fight. 64 to Crawford though. Keith Thurman is solid fighter.
You and that fighter.
Man, that motherfucker suck a glass dick for Pacquiao rematch. He said maybe a few years ago. Yeah, I mean, a few years ago, Bud was calling him out. Keith Thurman was hiding away in the paws, sparring in the streets. All right, man. After this, I'll take some questions. I ain't gonna be on long. Hey, did you see that PBC trying to win the purse bid for Canelo versus Avni Yıldırım?
Yeah,
since the DAZN don't want to put it on. What you think about it?
That'll be good for Canelo. Boost his popularity even more. Because him finding the DAZN has been terrible. The DAZN's a terrible application. Don't even work properly. It has the same quality as new pirate in it. So what's the point of him being there? It's a waste of time. So it's good for Canelo to be in that situation, though. It actually benefits him, and it puts the DAZN under more pressure because Canelo don't mind leaving the DAZN.
I agree. And
they're desperate anyways.
Yeah, I mean they letting Triple G fight Camille Zamata. Why not let Canelo fight Avni Yıldırım?
I don't know, man. DAZN's logic is backwards, man.
And they gave Triple G equity in the company.
And they've released a lot of fighters too.
Yeah, Michael Hunter,
Mauricio Hooker.
Yeah, Regis Progress. Well, he fought on there for the tournament, but he wasn't a player. He said PBC is willing to pay Canelo $40 million for Canelo. Purse bid ain't got to be that. But Canelo ain't even that $35 million. Man, Canelo is losing branding though. His brand is dropped dramatically. PBC got better opposition for him anyway.
Yeah,
because Danny Jacobs got one more fight on Matchroom. Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, anybody, DAZN, Callum Smith don't have a contract with DAZN. Jamal Charlo, they got better roster. Errol Spence still out there for him, But if it's just one fight and DAZN don't want to pick up the Yıldırım fight, so be it. Al Haymon gonna pay good.
That fight is terrible anyways. I don't like that fight.
Which one, Yıldırım and Canelo?
Yeah.
It is. I mean, they talking about putting it on Showtime. I bet it do numbers though.
It will. But Canelo fights will end the same.
He said Dan Rayfield and Mike Copper saying the DAZN owns Canelo and him going to Showtime ain't gonna happen. It could. It could. You got motherfuckers who break their promotional contracts all the time. Ain't like he's staying over there. They should just let him walk, to be honest. Huh?
Canelo can still fight Oscar.
I mean, yeah, I do numbers too. Him and Oscar. Well, Dana White say coke ain't cheap these days. Motherfucker Dana White.
Why does he hate him? What did he do?
I don't know. Remember he put that UFC fighter on that was old as hell when Golden Boy did that pay-per-view with a UFC fight.
Oh, yeah. The Chuck Liddell and T.O.
Yeah, he was mad as fuck at Oscar for that shit. So, yeah, man, that shit crazy.
Said coke ain't cheap. That's funny.
He said, okay, if I don't even know that. Okay, Bud is I gotta get no A-listers. Errol Spence ain't fun no A-listers, bro. Fuck out of here.
That's almost as funny as what Bob Arum said about Dillian Whyte losing.
They don't get an A-lister, nigga. Ain't no A-listers in boxing. You name me a Sugar Ray Leonard, nigga, that's out there. That's an A-lister.
The closest thing to that is Anthony Joshua and Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo, Anthony Joshua, Fury, you know what I'm saying? Guys like that. Motherfuckers think Errol Spence good because he fought a whole bunch of old-ass senior citizen welterweights that been there, that supposed to be at 54, supposed to be middleweights. He getting credit for doing shit he supposed to do.
But what about the Cowboys?
he doing shit he supposed to do. Hey, come on, man. You don't get no credit for beating Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter lost when him and Kell Brook fought 2015. Come on, he fought Julio Diaz 2014. Come on, man. Get out of here, man. Lamont Peterson got beat by Timothy Bradley almost, 10 years ago, bro? Timothy Bradley beat Lamont Peterson almost 10 years ago. Let me double check that. Give me a minute. And y'all putting this nigga on a pedestal for beating. Like, nigga, some people don't think them PBC fighters that good. If they was that good, they'd be at middleweight tearing some shit up, or junior middleweight tearing some shit up. That nigga fought. That nigga, hey, Timothy Bradley beat Lamont Peterson almost 11 years ago, bro. Almost 11 years ago.
Yep.
This nigga celebrating a win a decade ago. That's just funny. That nigga beat that nigga. Not even. Hey, he beat him 2 decades ago, bro. 2009.
Oh Lord.
Come on, man. Fuck out of here, man. Niggas a bum. Danny Jacobs ready to jump shit back to PBC. I see he see Derbychenko on pay-per-view. Keith Conley managing both of them. Mark say I have Rosario and Derbychenko. Both of Charlos lose on one card. That's worth price of admission. That's worth a pay-per-view.
Oh no, it's gonna be so funny if Mel loses.
I don't play games.
You see that blue blood? He don't know shit.
He here tonight. It's virtual. There's no fans here, no media here. Oh, he lucky here tonight. I wasn't leaving this bitch 0-2. I was gonna whoop somebody's ass.
He don't know shit about boxing. Unsubscribe to him. Tell about Pete's ass.
That nigga Blue put, what did I do?
I got water poured on him, baby moms, and now Charlotte telling everyone to unsubscribe to him. He be taking L's.
I don't know what he said to grind his gears.
He be taking L's left and right.
Yeah, they said Povetkin got to fight Dillian Whyte again.
Yeah, I said Whyte. I think it's because of the mandatory position. Or is it possible for him to win it back if they
got to run it back? Yes, for the mandatory.
I think that's probably why, because he wants to get that title shot, which he could have had because he had a chance to fight Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, he's dropped both of them. He said, "I thought Blue met them before." Man, them niggas is hot. Well, that one Jamel hostile. Remember, Frederico went up to him. I don't do no interviews, fool. Get out my bitch. Them niggas go to Detroit with that shit, man. He gonna leave with his wig split. Doing all that yelling and shit, man. I don't know why that nigga so angry, dog. Like why? I can
see that video. It's like this is why I slept looping in.
that was funny. This is why I slept looping in. He deserved to talk his shit for that fight. Niggas was picking Lubin in that fight was just ludicrous, bro. And the majority of the motherfuckers that's now with the Charlo Colt fan base, I can go back to my comment section, and the majority of them was picking Lubin.
Damn.
All of a sudden now they Charlo fans. Charlos couldn't get 2 fans together. Most people didn't even know Jamal Charlo hadn't even fought on TV a lot of that time. When they was because he wasn't even signed to Golden Boy, Jamil was. You know what I'm saying? Jamil was the only one fighting on TV. He was seen as the worst boxer of all time, nigga. Come on, man. He's talking about when blood don't get spent. Nigga, Shawn Porter just fought Sebastian Formella. Don't talk to me about nothing else. Shawn Porter just fought a nobody. And that nobody was giving him the Popeyes number 11. A 5-piece tender with a biscuit with pick your 2 sides, nigga. Come on, don't tell me that Ugas fight Angel. What's his name? Abel Ramos. He could have fought Bud too. He fought Abel Ramos. Why y'all talking about Ugas? Keith Thurman probably gonna fight some fucking cherry pick from China somewhere. And Errol Spence fighting Danny Garcia. That's a glorified tuna. You might care about that shit. Danny Garcia is an average welterweight at best. Y'all deem to put somebody on a pedestal. Ain't none of them niggas fighting nobody, bro. If you wanted to press me, Earl should have fought Keith Thurman in November. Why not? They both broke down. That fight should have been Dr. Blick, they should have fought 3 times by now.
Yep. A lot of these guys should have been moved up.
He said, stop it. Danny ain't no average welterweight. What has he done above average? Emmanuel?
Danny Garcia.
Yeah, Danny Garcia. What has Danny Garcia done to be above average?
Well, who would you say Danny Garcia's best win at welterweight is?
Who, Robert Guerrero? He barely won that fight, nigga. He said he had 2 razor close fights with Shawn and Thurman. Thurman fight wasn't no razor close fight, nigga. Thurman beat his ass the first half of the fight and ran. That wasn't no close fight, nigga. He would never beat Keith Thurman with them slow ass feet and them slow ass hands.
He hit with that dirty hook.
Yeah, Keith Thurman was injured. Keith Thurman was fighting this nigga with one arm.
Yeah.
And he's talking he had a razor close fight with Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter got close fights with everybody, bro.
Yo, CJ.
Hold on. He's the MVP of the participation award crew, bro. Most valuable participant, nigga. Come on, man. Shawn Porter average welterweight, bro. Who Shawn Porter beat? Danny. Come on, man. He beat Danny. 2 C students in the back of the class. They didn't beat Manny. They didn't beat Earl. They didn't beat Terrence. They didn't beat Floyd while he was here. Lost to Kell Brook. Come on, man. Talking about they ain't average, nigga. Danny Garcia wouldn't even be a top 15 fighter at welterweight in the 80s, bro. He'll be just inside the top 15. That shit crazy, bro. Porter proved himself. You won't prove shit by getting your ass whooped, nigga. What you prove by getting beat up? By losing. Like I said, most valuable participant, MVP.
We talk about Shawn Porter.
Yeah. Oh, Shawn Porter's a great where? He let a Euro come over here and take his cookies, bro. He let Kell Brook take his cookies.
He hit him with the chocolate brownie.
Yeah, what Kell Brook from? Sheffield?
Chocolate brownie, man.
Yeah, I'm a Sheffield nigga. I'll take your cookies, nigga.
Didn't he get dropped? Didn't he struggle against a male stripper?
Oh, Michael Zephyr?
Yeah.
And he did knock out Jeff Horn halves, and then Horn came back and beat him.
Nah, Jeff Horn struggled in that fight. His face was a little bloodied over. Apparently that fight was 5 years.
Yeah, he fighting Wednesday on the 26th.
Yeah, Jeff Horn, by the time he retires, he ain't gonna be speaking properly.
You ain't lying. Didn't his throat get crushed in before boxing or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, throat surgery or some shit. He said he the new Zab. Hey man, Zab Judah probably be the best welterweight right now, damn near.
Nah, he actually would.
Come on, man, get the fuck out of here. Danny and Bud almost got the same. Ain't no same respect between Danny and Bud. No same respect, bro. Danny Garcia has proven to be the bridesmaid at 147. Once you lose to Shawn Porter, ain't no coming back. What's that Wayne Wonder song? Ain't no holding back. How does it go? They just show you how sorry the PBC fan code is. They trying to prop up Danny and Shawn. It's the laughable shit in my career, bro. Laughable. 2 bridesmaids, bro. Danny Garcia don't have one important victory at welterweight, bro. He couldn't even put Paulie on the canvas to knock him out. He stopped Paulie on his feet.
Well, he could have. Yo, even Shawn did that.
Yeah.
Shawn steamrolled Paulie.
Come on, Shawn and Danny Garcia don't have one good win. No one important win at welterweight, bro. None.
Shawn's best win is Danny Garcia.
That's it. And he beat up a crackhead Devin Alexander who was doped up on opiates. That nigga been at this weight all this time. His best win is Danny. And who Danny best win? Robert Guerrero. Man, why are we even talking about this, bro? That just let you know that Errol Spence ain't shit. That nigga struggling with a nigga who best win is Danny Garcia, bro. Not 140-pound Danny Garcia. And let me refresh y'all memory. The same Victor Postal Terrence Crawford fought is the same one Danny Garcia paid not to fight. Oh, we didn't know that guy. But that same Victor Postal fought on Danny Garcia card, though. On his undercard. But you ain't know him. Oh, you knew him. If that was Ryan Saka, that was your mandatory. You wouldn't have paid Ryan Saka not to fight. He would have fought Rob Salka expeditiously. They be killing me, the PBC fanboy crew. That motherfucking man, Shawn Porter, ain't shit. That motherfucker, a 160 pounder, soaking down to 147 and still struggling with motherfuckers. Let that sink in. Earl Spence is a 154 pounder, still struggling with a lightweight, bro. Struggling to knock a lightweight out. Keith Thurman, 154 pounder, going the distance and running away from Guerrero. What did Guerrero start off at? 130? Super featherweight, bro. Orlando Salido beat Robert Guerrero till they changed it to a no contest. How you got a career super featherweight chase you around the ring? That shit crazy to me. You got a career super featherweight chasing you around the ring. That shit just don't make no sense, dog. And a lot of these niggas in the comment, I didn't know Guerrero started off as super featherweight. I didn't know Shawn Porter fought Julio Diaz. I didn't know Keith Thurman fought Katana at 150 something. I didn't know Keith Thurman first 10 or 9 fights was at 54. I didn't know Earl Spence fought as high as middleweight. Yeah, because you don't know shit about boxing. Shit, I didn't know Danny Duck Victor Postal. Motherfucker talking about, the day I see Bud struggle with a nigga like Herrera is the day we gonna have a good laugh. He said Danny lost his opponent. No, they wouldn't, bro. Danny Garcia losses at welterweight, bro. Keith Thurman ain't shit at this point in his career. Right? He became a real world champion when he beat Danny. Shawn Porter just couldn't even put Formella away, bro. If I'm Kenny, I wouldn't even trust Shawn Porter to put the groceries away. I wouldn't trust Shawn Porter to put the eggs up, milk away, the cereal in the pantry. Shawn Porter couldn't put Formella away. And you dare come here talking about that average welterweight who never should have a belt. All the dudes that never got the belt, from Black Murder Row, Charles Burley, all the dudes who never won the world championship, it's a slap in the face to them motherfuckers that Shawn is a 2-time champion. It's a slap. It's a slap in every decent fighter, even Matisse, who never won a real world championship. It's a slap to Matisse's face that a dude like Shawn Porter had a belt twice.
What do you mean? There's a lot of fighters that end up getting a belt without really being deserving.
Arturo Gotti, sorry ass. Arturo Gotti.
There's so many damn belts.
He's talking about, would Danny Garcia beat Jeff Horn? And he had his shot. Why he didn't call him out? This is the same nigga that was struggling with Brandon Rios. Stop playing with me. Not Rios that fought motherfucking Mike Alvarado and Lamont Peterson, brother. He fought the old version of Rios, the beat up version of Rios, the Everlast punching bag that was sitting in the Customato closet, Brandon Rios. Fuck out of here. Did Pacquiao beat Rios? Did Pacquiao beat Horn? No. That shit crazy, man. Any more questions? Let's me and Dr. Blick can take some questions. Is Bud an average welterweight then? How's Bud an average welterweight, bro? He shouldn't even, hey, look here, man. He shouldn't even be at welterweight with these niggas here. He shouldn't even be at the welterweight division. Shawn Porter, Earl Spence, Keith Thurman should be at 54 where they belong. And if they was at 54, them motherfuckers would be retired from boxing right now. We all know it. We all know it. If he was an average welterweight, if that was Jeff Horn, Dr. Blick, that holds the WBO belt, would Earl Spence have fought him by now? Would Earl Spence sent the contract?
100%.
Thank you. Danny Garcia would have fought him. Keith Thurman would have fought him. So it ain't my call to say if he average or not. But it's his peers is saying he ain't average. Nigga, Earl Spence asked for $20 million to fight him.
Keith Thurman asked for $10 million. Hey, last time I checked, average welterweight, you don't price yourself out versus average welterweight. You just go snatch the belt away from him. So his motherfucking peers are saying that he ain't average. They asked for $10 million to fight in the pandemic. That's basically like asking for 20. They saying he's an extraordinary welterweight. I ain't setting the market for Bud. These pussies is. Oh, I need 20. I need 5 on it. Come on. And Sean Porter out here saying, well, Bud said ain't the right time. And you can turn around and fight Sebastian baby formula. That motherfucker turn around and say basically trying to make it seem like Bud for Doug Tim, but he fighting Sebastian baby formula and going the distance. Sit your ass out in timeout. Go get your little 20% check and let Kenny keep 57%. Let them get their promotional fee, and then let Al get his 10 or 13%.
So how much is Shawn really making then?
Now, who the fuck knows? Eddie Chambers said that when he fought Vladimir Klitschko, he made 1.3 and only brought home 300,000.
Oh Lord!
Y'all coming on the wrong channel, up man. I specialize in putting PBC fanboys' dick in the dirt. That's my pleasure. Y'all coming here, I just put my foot up y'all ass. Bang, bang, bang. Remember Bradley stopped Rios to the body? Yup. Bradley better than every PBC welterweight going right now. Shit. Bradley was the king of 140 pounds. It was the deepest division I can remember. Y'all got any other questions, man, for me and Dr. Blitz? We'll go ahead, Dr. Blitz. Get your hot 15, bro.
No, I just I don't know. Boxing's in a terrible place. At least in the welterweight division. I feel like 54 has been the best division for the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean.
What you saying?
Hold on real quick. He said almost all the fighters are weight bullying. Crawford was weight bullying at 40. Obviously, should have been at 47. He wasn't no weight bully. He was what was Crawford? 132 in the amateurs? 132? That ain't no weight bullying, nigga. He started off at 135. How's that weight bullying? Well, obviously, he started off at 140. Then he made his way back down to 135. So he fought 8 pounds above his amateur fighting weight. Mikey Garcia fought at 132 at the amateurs. He started off at 126. Earl Spence started off at 152 as the amateurs. Turned pro at 54, went back down to 47. Charles Hadley, all them niggas was 154 pounds with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was fought at 152 in the amateurs. Turned pro at 54, went down to 47. Demetrius Andrade fought at 152. He turned pro at 54.
Damn.
So, I mean, you can keep going on and on. Regis Progress is 152 in the amateurs. He went down to 140. Same thing for Timothy Bradley. 152 in the amateurs, went down to 140. It was one more. Vanes Monterosian was 152 in the amateurs, went down to 147.
Yo, I keep watching this Dillian Whyte getting knocked out. It never gets old.
It don't. Remember they was talking when George Groves got knocked out the second time. Groving, what was they calling it over there in UK?
No, that knockout was epic too.
He said, "Blick and Goodfellas, where are the B samples for Dillian Whyte though?"
No, man, he fought ped user versus ped user, even playing good.
Gang CP said PBC fanboys hyping up for a baby formula. Of course they will, man. Fuck out of here. Shawn gonna say, "Oh, basically, Bud said he didn't want to fight me right now, but you fighting baby formula."
Man, they didn't rate Shawn Porter until Errol struggled.
You ain't lying, bro. Shawn Porter was an insane street fighter. Errol's gonna stop him in 5 rounds, and then all of a sudden, he the greatest. He'll beat Bud. Man, fuck out of here. Crawford has the same dimensions as Haney. Some of you dudes are clueless. That will make Haney a weight bully too. Well, I don't know what Haney fought in the amateurs, but Haney is definitely bigger than 35. So PBC, Reeves, and Kell Brook value diminished. Don't ever let one thing stop your hustle. PBC the reason Kell Brook. No, PBC is not the reason Kell Brook value is diminished, motherfucker. Eddie Hearn is the reason his value was diminished because he shouldn't have sent him up there fighting Gennady Golovkin. They should have unified with Jesse Vargas, and then he could have dropped the IBF belt and fought Manny Pacquiao. He would have made all that money back he lost by not fighting Golovkin back in the Pacquiao fight. Bob Arum would have threw the bag at Kell Brook if he would have fought Manny Pacquiao. Bad business decisions. Don't try to make it seem like, oh, Earl was the one that altered Kell Brook's career. Stop it. Had Kell Brook never suffered them injuries, nigga, had he fought Jesse Vargas, beat up Jesse Vargas, he arguably would have stopped Errol Spence or beat the shit out of Errol Spence. Errol Spence was struggling with a dude that had a cyborg eye and had a beat up old man. I ain't trying to even argue with that shit. That nigga,
cyborg guy.
That shit is just funny to me, bro. Gary Russell has the same dimensions as Gamboa. So no, he do not got the same dimensions as Gamboa, nigga. Gamboa is more flamboyant and more athletic than Gary Russell. And he thicker built. Look at Gamboa's neck.
Gamboa a bigger dude.
You got to be a stupid motherfucker to think Gary Russell can fight Terrence Crawford.
What do you mean? He's gonna call up Povetkin soon.
You got to be a stupid motherfucker to part. If you're following anybody, man, I got the right to block C-Dub for a week. I wish they could put a time limit on when you block a motherfucker. Then I would block you for a week for making that dumb comment. You got to be a dumb motherfucker to think Gary Russell got a chance. Your mama done gave birth to a stupid motherfucker, man. Get out of here. Get out of here before you get blocked. You keep talking that shit, you gonna find your ass back on Trill Boxing Talk with them knuckle draggers. Where the fuck you belong, talking that dumb shit over here. Fuck out of here. Talking about Gary Russell, but I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. I respect Gary Russell, man, but get the fuck out of here. Wouldn't nobody even sanction that fight. Are you stupid? He couldn't even weigh in heavy enough. Y'all better go back over there with that bald-headed, knuckle-dragging, milk-dud head-ass nigga that's claiming Dallas from Tyler, Texas. You at the wrong channel talking that shit. And that old fan only. Who want to see an OnlyFans only from an old ass, wrinkled, fat, CeeLo Green looking motherfucker? in a motherfucking tranny looking ass, badly built, potato salad built ass bitch. I'm going to Cali. I'm going out there with a bad bitch. You feel me? Bad. But to each his own. Fanboys keep hyping up that fight, but quiet about Mikey Garcia getting another title shot against Pacquiao. I mean, that fight still ain't done yet, so who knows?
That was Errol Spence's fault if you knocked out Mikey Garcia.
Nope, couldn't knock out Mikey Garcia. Man, listen, this is gonna be your last comment wrote on this channel. If I read this and this stupid, bro, C-Dub getting blocked. I don't even care no more. C-Dub out of here. If I read this comment, bro, I'm never unblocking. You might as well create another profile. Say some dumb shit, you get blocked again. 30, 40 pounds, the only great ones like Crawford can truly go to different weight classes and still dominate. See, now you can stay. You was on your highway hell to the graveyard, motherfucker. You was gonna be in the graveyard with the dark musician. The black musician? What was it called for Yu-Gi-Oh? And the Red Eyes Blue Dragon, whatever the fuck they was called. You was gonna be in the duelers fucking
the Shadow Realm.
Yeah. You was gonna be with Pegasus. You was gonna lose your Millennium Eye around this bitch. That was a great cartoon, by the way. Dude online can live said Gary Russell will slap Bud up. Man, shit. Fuck out of here. You out your mind. Motherfucking man, that nigga Gary Russell said we can do it in the street. That's what he said. I mean, Terrence Crawford said we could fight in the street. He said fans keep hyping that up, but quiet about Mikey getting. Yeah, we said that. Phantom Zone. That nigga Bakura was a dog. That was my favorite character. Bakura was a savage, nigga. That was a low-key good-ass anime. Man, all these fights can go either way. Ain't nothing going no either way. Man, these niggas old. Only way they should be going up is up in weight. He said Crawford should tell him to fight his stablemate Jamel Herring. Gary Russell beat shit out of Jamel Herring. I like Jamel though. Him and Lamont Roach. Look. Him, Lamont versus Lamont Roach and Danny Jacobs versus Sergey Derevchenko is an example of nobody won that fight. The fights. Nobody won. Neither one of the opponents, the fans, nobody. There was fights that nobody won.
Yeah, Kell Brook got a Gary Russell opponent.
Man, you asked Crawford to move up another weight class, but y'all won't ask Errol Spence to move up to his original weight class. He said, why Spence ain't at 60 yet, man? Spence should just jump over 54 because 54 he get beat up. 54 got too many killers in it, dog. 54 a dangerous place. Especially you got a 6'6" motherfucking junior middleweight walking around beating people ass. Doing his best Paul Williams impression.
Wasn't Paul Williams like 6'3", 6'4"?
No, he was like 6'1".
Man, he look bigger than that.
Because these niggas so small. You fight niggas like 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", 5'9". Of course you're gonna look bigger than them. But yeah, Paul Williams was nice. He ain't ought to use his reach.
He got knocked out horribly.
He said Gary Crawford a great fight if you think Crawford can fight. Boy, you cruising, bro. You cruising, C-Dub. You cruising going to the graveyard, my baby. He said, what's up, Zulu More Salute. He said, I thought some of the 47s would have moved up after Andrade and Jamal left. But again, I think Lubin beats all of them, still dangerous. Yeah, I think Lubin could beat all of them.
Yo, 54 is a dangerous division.
Yeah, man. That's why Keith Thurman ain't going up there.
Every top person in that division is lost.
And don't give a fuck if they've been knocked out, knocked out again, they come back just as strong. That division is a dangerous division. Alan Castano, I can't pronounce your last name. I ain't gonna butcher it. Who do you think gonna win, Jamil or Rosario? Who you got winning, Jamil or Rosario?
Jamil.
We going live for that one, Dr. Blick, bro.
I want Rosario to win, but I don't believe he will.
We going live for that one. So you get you some motherfucking 5 hour and whatever y'all got in the UK. Don't drink that Monster bullshit though. Get you some coffee, my nigga. We going live for that card.
Man, I don't drink Monster, man.
Yeah, that's the devil's piss. Yeah, we going live for that one. But Nathaniel Gallimore said that if Charlo don't be careful, he aggressive, that Rosario got power in both hands, explosive power. I'm pulling for Rosario, but I think Jamil, I ain't did no film work, but I favor Jamil. But if both Charlo twins lose on pay-per-view, I mean, we partying. I would have partied this weekend, but I balled too hard Saturday, so I'm gonna have everything ready, the Cubans and all that. We gonna be partying.
Well, don't you think it's too good to be true? Rosario beats Mel. Dylan Whyte lost to Povetkin.
It's been a fucked up year. It's been a fucked up year. He said Tony Harris is still a gravedigger. Don't add me. I mean, shit. He's still coming back. Shit, you gotta give him credit. He got cheated his last fight though. Charlo was on that shit. Allegedly. You gotta use allegedly. These crybaby.
Doesn't Lubin want to fight Tony Harrison?
Yeah, but Tony Harrison, I don't know when he's supposed to fight Gallimore. But Lubin need a real win, bro. All his wins, like even beating Tony Harrison coming off a knockout. Like he need to fight. He need to have fought Lara, but he ducked Lara. That's what they told me. Okay. That Luis the Cubans was pushing for him to fight Lara, and he ducked him.
Fight Jared Hurd.
I mean, Jared Hurd, ain't nobody heard from him. He must be in the concentration boxing camp. He probably still working on his footwork and his jab, bro. Once he mastered that, he'll be bad. Jared Hurd and Wilder and Rowley and Shawn Porter are all in the same boat.
I think Rowley's the worst one.
Facts. They ain't no debate. I'm not gonna fight you on that one.
Rowley looks like them YouTuber boxers, man.
No, he look a little worse than them niggas, dog. I think Jake Paul could put him out, bro. Hey, Jake Paul look legit, bro. I'm surprised, bro. Jake Paul look legit. You run into Jake Paul on the street, he might put you down, bro. Jake Paul threw some shit the other day. I'm like, okay, shit.
Yeah, him and Logan had like over 300 wrestling fights.
Oh, see that all? I mean, yeah, they just natural athletes. Hell no. You run into them white boys. Hey, look, pop, 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 pop. Oh shit! Hell, they probably won't even fight you in the street. They'll probably just wrestle you. Most people that wrestle like wrestling over fighting anyway.
Because initially they wanted to fight KSI in a MMA fight because they knew it benefited them because they got all that amateur experience, and they weren't just no bombs. They were winning like state championships and stuff.
He would, man. Dana White wouldn't sanction no shit like that. That's a sport you really could die in.
Would have made a lot of money.
You could have broke that nigga's neck out. Most people that you get into, that's why you can't be fighting these niggas on the street no more, bro. I remember I ran into an MMA fighter when I was home from school, and I had a tap out shirt. He thought I wrestled or I fought in MMA. I was like, no. He's like, yeah, I fight. Like, you would never thought this dude to fight. You pick a fight with that dude, he was gonna be on your neck. Ain't no point. You might as well just shoot these motherfuckers these days. Because you can't, an MMA fighter, you can't tell the difference if they fight. A boxer, you can kind of tell. They face kind of got some cuts on there, or they kind of got that sunk in face when they making weight. These MMA motherfuckers can change the game. Real talk.
Mm-hmm.
Zulu Moore said I was shocked on how bad Rolly was. Not me. I was looking at that dude and I was like, he ain't that good, bro. Whatever. I'm like, I ain't really said because I ain't want to diss him without truly fighting him. But I remember him fighting on Bounce TV, and I turned. I was like, this dude ain't that good.
Ryan Garcia piece in his ass. Yo, that's one fight I'm interested in. Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell. I'm interested in that fight.
Yeah, they signed for it to happen in November in the United States.
But Ryan Garcia's going to get knocked out. Don't know about who, but he's going to get knocked out.
So you got that fight in November. You got Earl Spence and Danny, Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. They redid Roy Jones deal. Man. So you got some good fights coming on in December.
Have you seen Roy Jones on the pads?
No. What do you look like?
You look fast.
Man, I don't know why they fighting these niggas. Oh, they need to sit down.
Roy Jones look better on the pads than most fighters fighting now.
Y'all keep asking questions. We just sitting here. But we gonna go live for that Charlo shit though.
Yeah.
So, he said Rolly got hyped from a video of him sparring Ryan Garcia, but all that performance I've seen from him has been shit.
Rolly could be the next if he actually refined his technique better.
He need to go sit down and just take a year out.
He go to what's his name? Robert Garcia, man.
That work. I mean, he ain't got. I mean, he terrible.
He can be a poor man's Maidana.
Yeah, maybe. Maidana ain't had no skills at first. Maidana was just over here just raking niggas off of pure instinct and strength, and when he fought Victor Ortiz, he really had no skill. He was a caveman. He just broke Victor Ortiz. Now Victor Ortiz was the better technical boxer.
Well, he had no heart.
None at all. I don't deserve to be taking this beating. When he said that shit, I'm like, what? I said, what? I said, man, imagine if a black fighter said that. Keith Thurman coming, I don't deserve to be taking this beating from Earl Spence.
Keith Thurman took his whole mouth guard out when he got hit to the body.
You ain't lying because you can't breathe. He was trying to buy some time. That mo Keith Thurman ain't got no core strength. He told me I was working out at LA Fitness. Nigga, what LA Fitness you was working out at?
Any fight I've seen, man. I've seen Tyson Fury with better core strength than him, man.
That shit was sad. Any more questions? That shit was pathetic, bro. Man, Keith Thurman. I don't know. Hold on. Rolly is like Blair Cobb. A lot of blocking punches with his face that gets you knocked out. Some of the great ones can take a punch to their face and keep going. Jake LaMotta was like that. You gotta have that jaw though.
I really don't have a chin.
No, he don't. He was snapping his head back with a jab. Marinez.
Was it just me or he looked bad stiff when he's throwing punches?
That shit crazy.
He looks so stiff and slow.
He do, bro. Like, just look like he got too muscle. Quicksilver said, I don't know. Shakira looks like he might be ready to campaign at 40. He said, young boy too big. I mean, he ain't gonna get no fights at 130. Bob Arum ain't giving up none of his Mexicans and white boys to Shakir Stevens.
Yo, did you see Rolly walking in his defense doing the shoulder roll?
Man, you talking about with Gamboa? I mean with Rick and Al.
Yeah, the one that he was working on in the Mayweather gym.
Trash.
Yo, Tank is cutting down the weight. He sparred my friend's brother.
Yeah, I seen him with his shirt off. He said, "Well, I thought you was a big Gary Russell fan. What you want Gary to do next if not Bud? Why would you want to see him fight Bud? Who want to see that?
You don't want to see Gary Russell. Don't even want to fight Bud.
Like, come on, man. Nobody want to see that, man. It ain't about being no fan. It's about being logical. I want to see that, man. You need to go. I don't know who he need to go fight, nigga. That ain't my job. They got all them people that's on PBC. Go fight somebody. Rematch King Tug.
Might as well fight Ricky.
They gave the he was supposed to be getting the Gamboa fight, and Al Haymon gave it to Gamboa. L5 player say, Dr. Blick, will you rank Michael Hunter as a top 10 heavyweight? Would you rank Michael Hunter as top 10 heavyweight?
Probably have him around like 12, 13, around there.
Let's see.
Michael Hunter versus Whyte would be an interesting fight.
All right, let's go. All right, we had Tyson Fury, AJ. That's 2. Usyk, you say he in the top 10?
Yeah, I'll say Usyk in the top 10.
3. Ortiz in the top 10?
Well, you have Usyk over Wilder.
Yeah, 4. Andy Ruiz in the top 10. Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Povetkin, 6.
Yep.
The boys, did you put them in there?
Yeah, I put him in there.
7. We said Povetkin. Joe Joyce?
Yeah, why not?
8. He might be. I mean, he might be vying for.
Yes, he might creep in.
He might, because then you got Manuel Char, Robert Helenius, Trevor Bryan, Oscar Rivas, Joseph
Ruiz.
Huh?
Konaki.
I mean, would you? Would you put Konaki in there?
Yeah.
You also got Felipe Hargovich. Whoever.
Pulev is in top 10.
Okay, so you got one spot left. Tony Yoka.
Otto
Wallin.
Yeah, I put Hunter in top 10.
So you put him over Otto Wallin?
Yeah, he got a better resume.
Right. Yeah.
Otto Wallin literally just has he held his own against Tyson Fury, and that's it.
He just beat up old ass Travis Coffin too.
Yeah. Wait, you say Dillian Whyte in the top 10?
Yeah, he could be there. I think Otto Wallin could be Dillian Whyte. He said Burchett versus Gary Russell is what I want to see. Gary can get who he wants.
Isn't Burchett fighting what's his name?
Oscar Valdez.
Yeah.
Easy money. I'm not sure Gary Russell could beat Burchett though. It's a good fight.
What about Gary Russell versus Rickendall?
Gary Rickendall at 118 now though. So I mean, I think Rickendall too small to be with Gary Russell, but Gary Russell's small too. Why TMT fighter so average? I don't know. Ask Floyd. He the one that recruit him. I hope probably because they so cheap. I hope Maurice.
The person recruiter needs to be fired.
Allen said, "I hope Maurice Hook and Regis fight in the future." Yeah, Regis gonna do a tune-up versus TNT fighter. Then he gonna fight a BAB fight in Ivan Redcash in December, and then he gonna come around and probably fight Regis. So they both gonna have 2 fights and then fight. Hooker gonna fight Josito Lopez. I'm not sure he could beat Josito Lopez. What you think about that?
Yeah, I'll probably have Hooker losing.
Joseph Parker and Michael Hunter 50-50. I can see that being 50-50. Joseph Parker just ain't got no heart. He like the heavyweight Victor Ortiz.
I think Michael Hunter is being Joseph Parker.
I see PBC trying to make up for their loss on Charlo's pay-per-view already. Getting Canelo would do just that. Richie Centron say, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Any more questions when we hop off?
Wait.
Go ahead.
Why don't Gary Russell fight Shakur.
Shakur said he'd fight him.
That's a good fight.
Probably Bob Arum. You know, Jerry Russell tried to go to top rank, but Al Haymon wouldn't let him.
That's a really good fight. Him versus Shakur.
Anybody get Madden when that shit come out Tuesday? Anybody get Madden on Xbox? I'll beat y'all ass. Don't let me get FIFA. I'm gonna be kicking Dr. Blick ass in FIFA too.
That's funny, man.
I used to play soccer back in the day on the I don't know what the fuck we had when I played it.
360, PS2.
Nah. What the fuck was that on? Had to be PS2. Yeah. Malik Hawkins is fighting the guy that killed Buddy McGurk fighter. Oh, he is? Did Malik Hawkins fight that one dude on that undercard? I forget the fighter he fought. And the dude injured himself for some shit. He was getting outboxed. Is that dude?
With Travis.
I can't remember. I think Canelo can do the fight on Fox. I don't think Fox got the budget. I think Fox and PBC about to end their relationship between me and y'all. I think that relationship going downhill. Let's see what the Shawn Porter numbers do, though. I think that's going downhill, bro. I ain't got no rumors today. Nothing new. Nothing new. What's up with 54 W pounds? Precious Share got that. I don't know. He ain't announced his next fight. It was supposed to be Castanos, but I heard Bud was, kind of talking to him. So I heard that's the last option for Bud. Shakir Strong. Y'all like Shakir. But yeah, let me get out of here, man. I gotta get my dogs. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Dr. Blick for coming on. He had to slide out. Make sure I hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, hit the thumbs up button too. Want to donate, just share the video for your boy. We going.